tonight I've decided that I no longer want to be an adult. If anyone needs me, I'll be in my blanket fort coloring. So the topic for tonight is not adulting. Is there ever a time that you just don't want to adult? You don't want to be an adult. You don't want to act like an adult. You know, we're going to talk about how you get through it, how you experience it, when does it happen. You know, there's a lot of us that have kids out here, and sometimes you just, you know, that you hear them, they get up before you do, they get in your bed, and they want breakfast. Right. And you just don't want to do it today. Or your mama got to get on your nerve. Your mama got to get on you about everything that you're doing wrong. And you have to respect her. And you just don't want to adult today. And I have my days where I just don't want to adult. And it sucks because you are only a child for about a quarter of your life. The rest of that time, you are an adult. And there are times where you just don't want to adult. You got too many responsibilities, and you just don't want to adult.
Children, be prepared.
There are days I don't want to be the master of my own universe and the king of my decisions.
But guess what?
You gotta live.
You don't get that chance.
Or you can build a blanket fort and color in there and just kind of shut everything out for a little while. That's also an option.
Look, let's be clear.
I have some safety coloring books for that.
We got to be clear. Hold on. We got to be clear with our listeners again. You might not be an adult and you wanting a break. There's a big difference there.
Epiphany. I mean, not epiphany. Anomaly. Anomaly.
Look, you ain't handling your business. You know what I'm saying? You understand me?
You ain't got no business asking for a break.
For real, you better keep working to understand. If you look, 25 sitting on 25 mil, that's real, man. This is real talk, man. Niggas is finding their way to get it. People are finding their way to get it each and every way. And when I say niggas find their way to get it and people that find their way, that's exactly what I mean. Ignorant motherfuckers and people are finding their ways to get their millions. Stay in your lane.
And you got to do that by, I suppose, choosing to adult after you done threw a fit for about 15 minutes of not wanting to adult. Because I am an adult. And even on the days that I don't want to adult, I really have to get up and adult. I have to wash those dishes. I have to wash my butt. I have to sweep that floor. I have to cook that food. I have to pick people up from dance class, pick them up from school, take them to speech therapy. I have to make those phone calls and speak to my mother because one day she might not be there because now I am an adult and I'm coming to a realization of there may be a time where I've been fortunate enough to have my mother this long, but now there's coming a time to where she might not be there every day. And I have to adult. No matter how much I don't want to adult, I have to adult. And you 16-year-olds out there that might be my loyal listeners, you know, you don't have to adult. Don't worry about it. You know, except for those of you that might be mothers or fathers already, you still got, now you got to adult quicker than ordinary people would have to because you got children to take care of. You got people, you might want to quit, but you got to remember who's watching.
I want that to not go without being said. Like, the reason why you young adults some of you young adults have to adult quicker is because you tried to be an adult before your time. You were out there doing a little bit too much. You didn't dibble and dabble and just experience. You thought you was just a full-fledged adult because you had sex.
And I'm going to interrupt that for a second. And sex is overrated. And don't be an adult before you're an adult. I forgot where I was going. Keep going.
But
whatever. Hey, look.
Everybody like it.
Look, young homie. Hey, we can't tell y'all nothing.
I'm just saying,
this generation,
it can wait. It can wait.
We're not your parents.
This generation done already went, man. If your parents raised you to be better and do better, then you know the ins and outs, man. Don't be a fool. I mean,
your parents are supposed to be the first ones to tell you right from wrong.
Right.
Don't look for us to tell you right from wrong.
I'm telling you, man, because look, these dudes be getting away, and now look what y'all done created. The sorry black mama. The sorry mama. The deadbeat daddy.
We already had the deadbeat dad. Now we got the sorry
ass ass mamas, they dropping their kids off down by the lake. Shout out to
They
my
ain't even
boy.
dropping their kids off by the lake. They leaving them in the car so they can go to the club.
Right.
That comes from continuing to not wanting to adult and making a choice to not adult. That club can wait. It's gonna be there tomorrow. That bar can wait. It's gonna be there.
Man,
You can wait. If you can't find a babysitter, stay home. Adult.
dope.
Adult.
See?
Do the adult thing. You don't have to not adult. Like, you can wake up in the morning and not want to adult. But
Hey, ladies, when
eventually you gotta adult.
you're leaving your kid home and they're 5 and they're alone. It's not being an adult. That's not you going to work
you ain't
anyway to go get the money, and them being at home 5 and alone. That's not hotness. That's not hotness. A lot of shit can happen. You best believe you're not the only person that lives on that block. And guess what? I can guarantee you money that you got pedophiles, if you want to look it up, that live in your neighborhood.
One of
Straight up sex offenders.
One of the things that you have to cope with when coming to your adulthood is if you have children, you need to be a parent. You don't have to just have children. You don't get to just have children. You have to be a parent. That comes with adulting once you already have children. Being a parent. And that
So
means
if you're
making
young
sure
and you're
that your
having
child is
children,
safe,
you
whether
already
you're
got to adult,
within
even though you're
eyesight,
not one yet.
arm's reach,
Not legally.
or whatever. You need to make sure that you're being a parent at all times.
Hey, Mr. Spiffy on the beats again. Appreciate that, homie.
Man, you gotta love my boy, Mr. Spiffy.
Real.
I love the Mr. Spiffy.
Hit the links at the bottom.
But yeah, we've got to adult, whether we want to or not. You just gotta do it, especially if you are an adult. If legally, if you are over 18, you have to do the things that adults do. And if you have children, you don't have a choice. You have to take care of those babies because
Have to.
Parenting is a must.
parenting is definitely a must. Adulting is a must. You need to get that job. Don't depend on your mother. Don't depend on your father. They are not the ones that had these kids. You need to do that. You need to get up and you gotta do it. You know, if you can't get your own place because you're 16 and you got children, I'm not saying that, you know, I mean,
No, you
that's
saying-
not a good thing.
And
That's
if I
not a
see
good
one
thing.
more grandma getting called mama by 4 generations down from them babies,
Man,
and you are their mother and that child is calling you by your first name,
if I hear the same excuse one more time, if she was really my mama, she would have made sure I didn't get pregnant at 14.
no, that's
Hey.
your choice. You were sneaking around having sex when you were 14,
Hey,
trying to
Spank.
not get caught.
Okay.
Hey, skank. Hey, that's you too, mama. You being a little bit of skank. You was kind of skanky.
you told her. If she was around you, that's how she came out.
It was the 80s.
And that's what it's all about, making it, you know, but don't fake it to make it. Don't leave your kids at home by themselves
Or in
so you
your
can go
car,
not be an
in
adult
your
and go
motherfucking
party.
Yeah, I ain't never
You
been left in
know,
no car.
and don't make your mama do it more than you do. I mean, if you want to go out once a month, twice a month, maybe, and your mama's all right with babysitting, then that's cool. But for the most part, don't let your mama be the mama. She done did her job. She did her job. And, you know, that's part of adulting. And, you know, going back to something that we've talked about in another show was, you know, bad decisions, you know, are not good decisions. Leaving your child home alone is not a good decision. Not eating in the morning is not a good decision, especially as far as adulting goes. You got somebody that sees you not eating in the morning, so they feel that they shouldn't or they don't have to. You ain't washing your behind, so your child's not doing it. So you know, these are things that you need to do. You need to set a good example, and that goes with adulting. We can't go fold up in our blanket for it in color, you know, unless you're gonna do it for about 15 minutes. That's what I do. But you know, you can't do it forever. You cannot do it forever.
Sure can.
And you know, that's we're gonna go ahead and wrap up the nightcap for tonight because I don't think anybody else has anything to say about not wanting to adult. The point is, you may not want to adult, but you have to.